Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making the pickled eggs from the Dragon Age cookbook. The ingredients I'll be using are 10 eggs, 4 cups of water, 1 small onion that I've sliced in half, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, and for our spices I have 1 tablespoon of mustard seed, 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of allspice berries, 2 cloves, 1 red chili pepper, and 2 bay leaves. You also need a container large enough to contain 10 eggs plus 4 cups of the brine and a funnel if you have one, though this isn't necessary. Alright, let's go ahead and get moved over to the stove and I will start by boiling the eggs. The way I like to make hard-boiled eggs is I start cold eggs off in a pan covered with cold water about 1 to 2 inches above the level of the egg, and then I will turn this on to high heat and allow it to come up to a full rolling boil. Now that my eggs have come up to a full rolling boil, I'll turn off my heat, place a lid over it, and now I'm going to set a timer and allow these to sit and cook in the residual heat for 15 minutes. I'm also going to remove it off of the hot burner so that they don't continue to absorb the heat from the burner. After setting for the 15 minutes in the hot water, I've gone ahead and poured it off and now just gently run over some cold tap water to help stop the cooking process. Alright, now that I have them covered, I'll allow these to sit in the cold water for a few minutes until they're cool enough that I can handle them to get them peeled. Now that I have the eggs boiled and they are cooling down, I want to start the brine by adding my onion slices into a dry pan over medium heat. And I'm going to allow these to cook and to start to caramelize on the bottom for about 3 to 4 minutes. So the onion is charring nicely. I think it needs about another minute or so. And what I'll do is add in the 2 bay leaves and all the other spices. These are going to toast for about a minute or so just to allow the spices to start wakening up. And that'll give those onions plenty of time to finish caramelizing on the bottom. Alright, these are starting to sound fragrant and my mustard seeds are kind of popping out all over the place. So it's time to bring in a pan and I will add in my spices into there along with the onion. Along with the spices and onion, I'll add in the salt and the sugar, the 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and the 4 cups of water. Now that the brine's come up to a boil, I'll drop it down to low and allow this to simmer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I remove the brine from the stove and I'll start by adding in half of the onion into the bottom of my container, followed by the eggs. And now I can slowly start ladling in the remainder of the brine as well as the other half of the onion. Alright, there we go. Let me go ahead and wipe off my rim and add my lid to it. Now this is going to sit on the counter for probably about a half an hour until it comes down to room temperature. And then I will place this in the refrigerator and wait at least 3 days before I come back and try them. I went ahead and allowed the eggs to marinate in the brine for 7 days, so they should be well and truly pickled. I can't wait to dive into them. It's been really hard keeping my family out of them all week. Alright, let's get in here. These turned out really well. They're definitely giving me all the flavors that I look for in a pickled egg. One of the things I really enjoyed about this one is I got to make a custom pickling spice, and that's probably something I'm going to look more into the future. But yeah, overall, I highly recommend this one. It's definitely going to be one that I add to my pickled egg rotation. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you all have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you try this recipe out, let me know how it turns out for you. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. Above all, girl, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.